Wait, there needs to be something going on the TV. 1 second. Okay, now we're now we're all good and bookish in the back. Okay, let's get started. If you hear outside things, don't mind it because you are perched up on my window. For my window is a road. So every single person that is going by now can actually see me. Word. Anyways, hi guys, it's Kylie and welcome to today's video. We are going to be doing my August wrap-up. Now, if you have seen my videos and stuff, I have done previous wrap-ups, but most of my wrap-ups now are in short form. They are going to still be in short form, but if you want like a quick and easy, like, oh, would I rate this book? Go to the shorts. If you want an actual reason why I rated that, go to these videos. I have my list here of all the books that I read in August and exactly what I rated them, because in Goodreads, my Goodreads will be linked down below, you can't have like a 4.9. First book I read was The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren, and this actually has a sequel, which I have not read yet, but I gave this a 4.25. It was super cute and I did enjoy it, but there was a plot twist in it, which I wasn't expecting at all, because I thought, oh, it's just a romance book, it's just a cute little romance book. No, there was a fat plot twist, which I thought would like obscure the whole entire book and stuff, but it didn't. So that was very surprising. Let me give you the background to it. Single mom Jessica Davis is a date and statistics wizard, but no amount of number crunching can convince her to step back into the dating world. Jess has been left behind too often to feel comfortable letting anyone in. Her mother disappeared when she was 6, leaving her to be raised by her grandparents, and her ex decided he wasn't father material before their daughter Juno was even born. Jess holds her loved ones close, but working constantly to stay afloat is hard and lonely. But when she hears about Genetic Alley, a new DNA-based matchmaking company that promises to change dating forever, finding a soulmate through data, the reliability of numbers, this Jess understands. At least she thought she did, until her test shows an unheard of 98% compatibility with Genetic Alley's founder, Dr. Rivera Pina, a stuck-up, stubborn man who is without a doubt not her soulmate. But Genetic Ally has a proposition. Get to know him and we'll pay you. Jess, who's barely making ends meet and is in no position to turn it down, despite her skepticism about the project and her dislike for River. As the pair are dragged from one event to the next as a diamond match that could launch Genetic Ally's valuation sky high, Jess begins to realize that there might be more to the scientist and the science behind a soulmate than she thought. This book, super cute. One thing about like the plot twist that I was annoyed with is that something happened and there was something, I'm trying to like not give away spoilers, but something happened and she didn't want to find out exactly what it was, I guess you could say. If you read it, you kind of, hopefully you're grasping what I'm saying. She didn't want to know what it fully was, but I, as the reader, wanted to know. I think it's in third person. I guess the tropes would be forced proximity, single mom. I don't know anything else, I can't remember. Okay, next book I read was Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, and I gave this a 3.5 star. It was very cute, gave all the cowboy romance vibes and stuff, but I guess I wasn't like fully in love with it. It just felt like a super quick book, which I really love books that are really like bam. But at the same time, I feel like I couldn't really get to know the characters and fully like feel out the whole entire timeline. Some people might like think differently and be like, oh, this is perfect, fast-paced, everything. To that, like, I agree with fast-paced, I love the pacing, but I feel like I wanted to know more of the story. I don't know. This one is Brother's Best Friend. Kind of forced proximity because they work at the same place. Friends to lovers, I guess, but not really because they low-key like hate each other. And it is a part of the Rebel Blue Ranch series. Oh my gosh, there's a second book. Oh, it's coming the day after my birthday, March 25th, 2024. So it's Swift and Saddled. Oh my gosh, I think it's the main girl in the first book's friend. Anywho, she's off limits, but he's never been good at following the rules. For the first time in her life, Clementine, Emmy, Ryder, has no idea what she's doing. She's done everything on her to-do list. She left her small town, went to college, and made a name of herself doing her favorite thing, riding horses. But when an injury results in an obstacle she can't overcome, Emmy leaves a career, an apartment, and a boyfriend for the hometown she spent her whole life trying to escape. Luke Brooks is a Meadowlark's most notorious bad boy, bar owner, and bachelor. He's also the unofficial 5th member of the Ryder family, who spent his entire childhood antagonizing Emmy, the youngest Ryder sibling. It's been years since he's seen his best friend's little sister, but when she walks back into his bar, heart and back into his life, can't take his eyes off her. Brooks takes it upon himself to get to the bottom of why Emmy returned to Meadowlark and what happened to put out the perpetual fire in her eyes. But first, he needs Emmy to take him up on his offer to be friends, an offer that has nothing to do with the fact that he can't stop thinking about her. At least that's what he tells himself. As things between Emmy and Brooks heat up, it's getting more difficult for him to keep his hands off her. Can he help her get her spark back, or will they both go up in flames? Okay, next I read Behind the Net by Stephanie Archer, which is part of the Vancouver Storm series, which there's a second one coming out, but it's not named yet. Or when's it coming out? I gave this a 4-star. It was super cute. It was just like super fun and just like wholesome. Okay, a little bit wholesome, but like just like gives you all the mushy gushy feeling goods with a romance. He's a hot grumpy goalie I had a crush on in high school, and now I'm his live-in assistant. After my ex crushed my dreams in the music industry, I'm done with getting my heart broken. Working as an assistant for an NLJ player was supposed to be a breeze, but nothing about Jamie Streaker is easy. He's intimidatingly hot, grouchy jerk who can't stand me. The guy has a massive ego. Keeping things professional will be no problem. Even when he demands, I move in with him. Beneath his surliness, though, Jamie's surprisingly sweet and protective. When Jamie learns how bad my ex was in bed, his competitive nature flares, and he encourages and spoils me in every way. The creative spark I used to feel about songwriting is back, and I'm writing music again. Between wearing his jersey at games, rowdy parties with the team, and being brave on stage again, I'm falling for him. He could break my heart, but it might be worth it. So it's a grumpy sunshine hockey romance. Forced proximity, I guess, because she was his assistant, and then they were talking and she accidentally let it slip that she's trying to find somewhere to live. And he's like, you know what, just live with me. So then she becomes a live-in assistant. So forced proximity, grumpy sunshine. Also, peep my shirt. Look. I've searched the galaxy for you. It's so cute. It's Grogu. Anywho, that's this book. Super cute. Also, no, I'm not gonna spoil it yet. Next, I read Keep Her Safe by QB Tyler, and I gave this a 3.4 star. I wasn't totally in love with this book. I felt like it dragged on a little bit. And I was just like, guys, come on, like, what is going on? And then also, like, I feel like the main plot wasn't the plot anymore. And I got so wrapped up in their, like, romance and stuff. And I was like, okay, I love romance as much as the next one, but not when, like, the plot is this type of plot. Like, huh? Why does my hair look so greasy? Anyways, Shay Eastwood is the object of the world's fantasies, occupying every magazine cover and television screen. And I have one job, protect her with my life. It didn't matter that she occupied my every thought. There were too many reasons why she couldn't be. I'm too old for her. I'm all she has left. And my only job is to keep her safe. I.e. the title. It's a bodyguard. It's a bodyguard romance, which if you don't know, I love bodyguard romances. I just love it because it's forced proximity. For them, they've known each other for a little bit. So it is kind of like friends to lovers-ish. But it's always that meant to be like, oh, we can't do this. It's forbidden. No, it's not. You're not Twisted Games. Anyways, there is an age gap in it too. Next, we have That Kind of Guy by Stephanie Archer. This is what I was trying to say. Like, I've read another Stephanie Archer book. This, which I didn't even know until after, and I was like, wow, that is so fun and cool. This is a part of the Queen's Cove series, which actually is like fully done. I'm pretty positive. There's the second one is The Wrong Mr. Right. Third one, In Your Dreams, Holden Rhodes. Fourth one, Finn Rhodes Forever. I gave this a 3.5 stars. If you look at this, I have been a lot harsher on my ratings because I used to give like 4 stars, and not really like think about it. So I've been trying to be a little bit harsher with it. These are like good ratings, I think, because even if it's like a 3-star, I still enjoyed it and I liked it. There are some aspects that just I didn't really like love, but it's okay. I still enjoyed the book and I would recommend it to you. When it gets to a 2-star, that's when you know. That Kind of Guy by Stephanie Archer. He's been into her for years, but she can't stand him. The engagement is fake. The chemistry, all real. Avery Adams has big dreams of owning the restaurant she manages. It's finally up for sale, but she's short on cash and credit. Cocky and charismatic Emmett Rhodes isn't the relationship kind of guy, but now that he's running for mayor for the small coastal town, his bachelor pass is hurt in the campaign. The solution, Avery, the last woman who would ever fall for him. They make a deal. She'll get the restaurant if she plays his devoted fiancé. Strategic dates, a prom night redo, secret beaches in a Canadian surf town, and a turtle phobia. Things heat up and the line between ruse and real gets blurry. They can't keep their hands off each other, but it's all for show, right? A sizzling, hilarious, enemies to lover fake relationship rom-com. As you can see, it's kind of that. They've never really been friends, so I can't really say friends. Enemies to lovers, like they don't like each other, okay? She doesn't like him at all. She despises him. Small town, coastal vibes, fake date, well, fake marriage, actually. That's all I can really say for that one. I don't really know what else to say. Next book I read was Sinners Anonymous, which is a part of the Sinners Anonymous series. This is book 1, and I gave this a 3.4. There's Sinners Anonymous, Sinners Condemned, Sinners Consumed, Sinners Atone, Sinners Absolve. Actually, Sinners Absolve does not come out yet. Neither does Sinners Atone. Sinners Atone comes out actually tomorrow. Crazy. Okay, let's get to what Sinners Anonymous is about. My fiance's nephew knows every sin I've ever committed. He's about to become the deepest and darkest of them all. My name is Roy Carter and I do bad things. There's a charged soul underneath this angelic exterior, and sometimes I wonder if my weekly confessions to the Sinners Anonymous hotline will be enough to heal it. Marrying the 70-something head of the Costa Nostra to save my father is the only good deed I've ever done. I'm burning and bitter under the fake smile and tight dresses, but I was keeping it together. Until my fiance's nephew turns up to dinner uninvited. Angelo Vicious Visconti, a beautiful monster with cheekbones as sharp as his tongue. They say I shouldn't be scared of him, because 9 years ago he went straight. He's barely a made man anymore. But I say he's the most dangerous Visconti of all. It's not just because his cold stare makes my pulse flutter, or the way a syrupy draw tickles down my spine. No, he holds all my sins in his big, rough hands. The only sins darker than mine are his own. It's a dark mafia romance, forbidden love, age gap, and enemies to lovers. Even though in my book it's not really enemies to lovers, he just doesn't like her, and he feels like there's like something else that like there's an underlying reason that's like she's a gold digger or whatever. Like, why is she marrying him? Not me hitting my lamp. I enjoyed it. I will continue with the series, but it was just something about it that I was just like, bro, like, what? Why are you acting like that? And then she's all like, I am a charged soul. I am not good. Babes, I can't say that actually because that's kind of a spoiler, but like, no, you're fine, you're normal. Also, I'm so sorry the lighting just changed. I'm so sorry. Next book I read after Sinners Anonymous was Forever Never by Lucy Score. I gave this a 3-star. It was so freaking long. I don't know. It went on so long and I was so done. I was done. I was about to DNF it like 60%. I was like, I can't deal with this no more. The plot, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. They keep on saying that blah, blah, blah is gonna happen. It never happened. Like, it was chapters before. I'm like, what? You don't fall for your brother's high school sweetheart, your boss's daughter, or your ex-wife's best friend, especially when they're all the same woman. I would kind of be scared if it wasn't. Under Brick Callen's mile-wide chest beats a loyal heart with a few cracks in it. He's a steadfast, overprotective type, especially when it comes to one woman he can never have. It's a long, complicated history, punctured by fights, friendship, family, and an attraction that strains his iron willpower. When Rummy Ford returns to Mackinac Island in the dead of winter with a secret, Brick makes it his mission to find out what put the shadow in those green eyes, even if it means breaking down the walls he's built between them, even if it means falling for the one girl he'll never get over. The free-spirited artist just needs to lay low for a few weeks so she can figure a way out of this nightmare. She's definitely not staying, not when the man who broke her teenage heart in splinters keeps showing up at her parents' dinner table. Rummy doesn't need broody, bearded Brick riding to her rescue again. Not when it will put them both in danger, costing them much more than their hearts. The little tropes in here are frenemies to lovers because they were friends and they've like known each other since like childhood, but they don't like each other. Small town, opposites attract. It's giving slow burn, but like not really. It is a little bit until they get together, but you know. Grumpy, sunshine. Anyways, next book I read was Where We Left Off by Sapphire Hale, which is a part of the Phoenix Falls series. Oh, okay. There's a second book where it all began, and then there's another one where we go from here. There's 3 books in the series. I'm sorry, I just read some of the reviews. I gave this a 3 stars. It just felt, the writing wasn't that good, but it gave Wattpad. The book truly gave Wattpad, but in like the worst sort of ways. I think you can hear me. You just heard me say it gives off Wattpad vibes. It gave off Wattpad vibes. In the worst way possible. The writing gave off like middle schooler. No, I say it was her debut novel, but towards the ending, a lot of people were saying the writing was horrible. I read better on Wattpad for the second book and the third book, so I don't think I'm gonna be going on with the series. River Lynn is finishing her senior year of high school when she runs into Tate Colson. He has sparkling eyes, dark tousled hair, and he has the worst thing that ever happened to her. Tate is a blast from the past that River is determined to avoid, but keeping her distance is easier said than done. The more time that River and Tate spend together, the more that the truth of her past seems to unravel. As River prepares to graduate and begin a life at college, she must decide whether to believe in her memories or trust her gut. When the time comes to put her heart on the line, only one thing is for not everything as it seems. What the crap does that even... Okay. Coming of age, small town romance, friends to despicables to lovers. I'm not gonna say enemies because it's not enemies. Okay. That was that book. Next book I read was Right Man, Right Time by Megan Quinn. I did not know that this is a part of the Vancouver Agitator series. I saw it on TikTok. I went to Kindle Unlimited. I said, yes, I got it, put it in my thing, and I started reading it. But it's okay, because you probably do get a little bit of backstory, but it can be read as a standalone. There's only 3 books so far. But Right Man, Right Time. I gave a 3 point... You trying to kill a bug? I don't know where it went. Anyways, Right Man, Right Time, I gave a 3.9 stars, but on Goodreads I rated it up to a 4. It wasn't bad. I loved it. It was super cute, but some things, the ending just seemed to like be so fast, and the like predicament or whatever they were going through just went by so fast. I was like, babes, make him grovel, you know? I hate whenever people don't do that, and he did work for it, but like, it's a fake dating standalone. Yeah, it can be written standalone. Standalone sports romance featuring the hockey men you can't get enough of. The steamy age gap romantic comedy will bring all the laughs while making your cheeks blush at the same time. Running into your ex is never ideal. Running into your ex, who is now dating your nemesis, is a literal nightmare. That's how I found myself in sheer panic, reaching for the closest guy at the bar and kissing him. And to my delight, he was easily the most attractive man I've ever seen. The only problem is, when I tried to walk away after thanking him for his help, he stopped me with his 3 life-changing words. You owe me. That's how I found myself, a college girl in a fake relationship with a professional hockey player 10 years older than me. At first it was easy. He helped me with my internship. I helped keep his wax away from him. I helped keep his ex away from him. We're becoming fast friends. It was until he started staying the night at my dorm did the rules of our arrangement become complicated. Now my feelings are involved, and even though I kissed the right man at the right time, I'm worried he's just waiting for the clock to run out. Professional hockey player, fake dating, age gap. The lighting is going down, but it's okay because I'm almost finished. Actually, I am finished. That was the last book I read in August. So I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little wrap up. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did and you like books. Comment down below what your favorite book is or a book that you have read, and video suggestions. Subscribe and turn your post notifications to get notified every single time I post this video, because I bet you don't want to miss it. And when you click post notifications, click all, because sometimes you won't get notifications if you don't do that. And follow me on all my social medias. They are on the screen, as well as linked down below. Also, my Goodreads is linked down below. My Amazon wish list for books. So if you have a favorite book and you want to send it to me so then I can review it, you can totally do that. Also, I do have an Amazon storefront down below that has all of the books that I have read. So if you're like, oh, this seems like a very good book, let me go get it. You can go through there and it'll be on my book list, and then you can just click add a cart and purchase it. It's probably like the easiest way. And I think that is all. Also, my Liquid IV code is down below. 20% off and free shipping. And I think that that is all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye. See you next time. Mwah. That wasn't as clean as like the black, but I'm smart.